Hello friends, welcome back to Sindh Trails. Today, we're exploring the fascinating plant diversity of Bhitt Jabal, one of the beautiful mountain landscapes of Sindh. Bhitt Jabal is located about 50 kilometers from Sehwan and forms part of the western mountain belt of Sindh. It is an extension of the majestic Kirthar Range. These mountains were formed millions of years ago through the folding and thrusting of rock layers caused by the collision of the Indian plate with the Eurasian plate. This geological history has created a rugged landscape that supports a unique community of plants adapted to harsh, dry conditions. Join me on this hike as we discover the remarkable flora of Bhitt Jabal, learn about their ecological importance, and experience the breathtaking scenery of this ancient mountain range. If you enjoy nature, biodiversity, and adventure, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Sindh Trails, and let's begin our journey. As we continue our hike, you can see that the topography of Bhitt Jabal is highly rugged. The landscape consists of cliffs, rocky peaks, steep mountain slopes, and foothills that gradually merge into the surrounding plains. Topography is one of the most important factors controlling the vegetation of this mountain range. Differences in elevation, slope, soil depth, and water availability create a variety of habitats, allowing different plant species to grow in different parts of the landscape. Rocky cliffs support drought-tolerant shrubs, while the foothills and plains provide suitable conditions for grasses and scattered trees. As we walk through this small valley, the vegetation is sparse, with ground cover dominated by Cymbopogon grasses and Ziziphus nummularia, locally known as bear. Another characteristic shrub of this habitat is Periploca aphylla, locally called nar kip. These species are well adapted to the dry, rocky environment. Senegalia senegal, the source of valuable gum arabic, is a less common tree in this habitat, but plays an important ecological role in providing shelter for wildlife. Look at those beautiful white flowers of Senegalia senegal. They are truly amazing, adding a unique touch of beauty to this harsh and dry landscape. Despite the challenging conditions, this remarkable tree thrives here, reminding us of nature's incredible resilience and the hidden beauty of arid ecosystems. Let's continue our journey and explore more of this fascinating landscape. Finally, we've reached a low-lying area nestled between the rocky hills. You can see plenty of water collected here from the recent rains. These natural depressions act as temporary rainwater reservoirs, creating favorable conditions for vegetation. The soil is moist and muddy, making it suitable for the growth of Prosopis cineraria, locally known as candy. These rain-fed pockets are vital microhabitats, supporting plant life and providing an important source of water for wildlife in this dry environment. This is a rocky flat habitat characterized by sparse shrubland vegetation. The plant community is dominated by Ziziphus nummularia, locally known as bear, while the ground layer is covered mainly by dry Cymbopogon grasses. Scattered throughout the landscape are small shrubs such as Rhazya stricta and Withania coagulans, both well adapted to the harsh arid conditions. Together, these drought-resistant species form a resilient plant community that thrives in this rocky environment despite limited rainfall. Wow, so beautiful! It looks like a burning flame in this remote landscape. These are the stunning flowers of Capparis decidua. Their bright red blossoms stand out against the dry surroundings, creating a breathtaking display of color. Despite growing in the harsh desert environment, this remarkable plant produces some of the most attractive flowers, making it a true jewel of the wilderness. After nearly 2 hours of hiking across this rugged terrain, we finally found Commiphora wightii, one of the rarest plant species in this region. This remarkable species is of high conservation concern and is listed as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List. Fortunately, the Bhitt Jabal area has a very low human population. Its rugged landscape, difficult access, and scarcity of water have limited human disturbance. These natural conditions have helped protect the ecosystem, allowing native vegetation and wildlife to flourish while keeping much of the habitat intact. Finding Commiphora wightii here highlights the ecological importance of Bhitt Jabal and the urgent need to conserve this unique landscape for future generations. As we continue our hike, I notice something very interesting. Many of these rocks are covered with cracks. These cracks are formed by a natural process called thermal weathering. During the day, the rocks become extremely hot under the intense desert sun and expand. At night, temperatures drop rapidly, causing the rocks to cool and contract. Over thousands of years, this repeated cycle of heating and cooling creates cracks in the rock. Eventually, large boulders break apart into smaller fragments. Thermal weathering is one of the most important natural processes shaping the rocky landscape of this arid region. As we continue our hike, we come across a remarkable fossil preserved within the limestone of the Laki Formation. This ancient marine shell, probably a brachiopod or a bivalve, lived nearly 50 million years ago during the early Eocene epoch. Its presence tells us that these rugged mountains were once covered by a warm, shallow sea, rich in marine life. Today, the Bhitt Jabal Range forms part of the Kirthar Fold and Thrust Belt, exposing one of Pakistan's most important geological sequences. The Laki Formation is composed of limestone, shale, sandstone, and gypsum. Besides preserving a rich fossil record, it is also an important hydrocarbon source rock in the southern Indus Basin and contains economically valuable minerals such as celestite and coal. These rocks preserve an extraordinary record of Earth's ancient environments and the evolution of life through geological time. After a long and challenging hike, we finally meet the local. We spend some time talking with them about their daily lives in this tough terrain. The shepherds are incredibly humble, kind, and hospitable. As a gesture of their warm hospitality, they invite us to share a cup of traditional tea. During our conversation, we learn about their livelihood. These communities depend almost entirely on livestock, especially goats and sheep, which are well adapted to the dry and rocky environment. Large animals such as cattle cannot survive easily in this harsh climate because of the limited availability of water and grazing resources. Many of the people living here still follow a nomadic or semi-nomadic lifestyle, moving with their herds in search of pasture and water throughout the year. Their lives reflect a remarkable ability to adapt to one of the most challenging landscapes in Sindh, living in harmony with nature and preserving traditions that have existed for generations. And with that, our journey through the spectacular landscapes of Bhitt Jabal comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed exploring its unique biodiversity, fascinating geology, and the resilient communities that live here. If you enjoyed this adventure, please like, share, and subscribe to Sindh Trails for more documentaries on the biodiversity, wildlife, geology, and natural heritage of Sindh. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next biodiversity adventure. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring nature. Ring.